Let's see here. All right.
Well, it says it's going live here. Okay, here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another fine week of One Mill Comedy Club presents the Hickory, the Drunk, and Under Quarantine show, where we're trying to stay drunk, underwhelming, and safe. It's been yet another crazy week of lockdowns and protests and nobody getting along. So we figured we'd present you an hour of four of my favorite gentlemen, including myself. Just having a good laugh with you guys and taking things a little less lighthearted, a little more lighthearted, a little less heavy-hearted. I don't know. There's something in there. Anyways, keeping the show on the road, we'll get right into our first performer. He has been a full-time co-host of the show since we have started doing the show. Founder of the Woolen Mill Comedy Club, which is the only comedy club in Vermont that's never claimed to be the only comedy club in Vermont. Welcoming to our spotlight stage, Mr. Collen Doyle.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the program. I guess one of the highlights of news this past week is that NASCAR has been forced to remove their Confederate flags from flying at the races. And that's devastating to NASCAR because telling the South you can't fly the Confederate flag is like telling them they can no longer attend their Klan meetings. You're going to take it personally, right? I'm a proud Yankee. Of course, many of you know, born and raised in Vermont. And I think there's a different attitude we have in the North here opposed to the South. The North, we're not bitter about the Civil War because we won it. We won it. We moved on. And that was pretty much it for us. We just kind of walked in. But the South's never gotten over the Civil War, have they? They say things like, South's going to do it again. South's going to rise again, and I'm not sure what they mean by that entirely because, of course, you lost. That was the thing. So if you're going to do it again, you're going to lose again. This is spoken like a true Yankee. But I spent a lot of time in the South, and I've seen things with the Confederate flags that would say things like Jesus was a rebel. Yes, because we know Jesus, as he martyred the poor, healed the blind, didn't have time, pick his own cotton. So he was pro-slavery type of person, that Jesus, This is America, though. This is America, and right now we're not able to really, travel internationally, which is a real bummer. This summer I was hoping to spend some of my time summering in Italy, and now it's proven difficult to do that, even though over there everyone seems to be having a good time. So you look to travel around America, and you realize America sucks. It sucks. We have no good beaches, right? We don't. I would say we've got like one good beach, which is South Beach in Miami. So that's one good beach for an entire country that's 3,000 miles wide. We have no good architecture, right? We don't have castles or anything cool. We have some private estates that some very affluent people built that you can go take a tour of. But that's nothing to write home about. I went and saw one uber capitalist mansion, and in general, the whole country sucks. So you just look at it and you go, what am I going to see? What am I going to go do? Do I want to go see the world's biggest ball of twine, And I think that because we're spoiled, we're spoiled here. And I always try to do my little reverse thing. But that's the most beautiful part of the country right here. It's a little place called Vermont. And so where are you going to travel to? What are you going to go do? What are you going to see? The Golden Gate Bridge, there's nothing in this country to see or do. And I think it's really great that a company like Ben & Jerry's makes a really prolific stand by making political stances using the power of ice cream. You know, it's like you're making a political stance whether or not you know you're doing it or not. You know, you're like, but I just wanted double chocolate fudge and cream. I didn't realize I was remixing the system and I was an anti-capitalist. I feel like I missed my calling in life. And my job should have been to create ice cream flavors at Ben & Jerry's. I think I would do that supremely well, you know? This is really the work of just someone who's a complete and utter pothead. You know? It's just sitting around going like, you know, it'd be really good, man. It's like ice cream, but also Snickers bars that are dipped in cookie dough and rolled up in a little bit of chocolate crunch with pretzels. Like that, my friend. What are you going to call it? I'm going to call it fuck capitalism. That's the name of that flavor. But that's my week in reflection. The South continues to lose. And I think it would be really funny if just we had somehow, some way that we made it real Yankee, like taking the flag from them. Like we like had a blue NASCAR car that like we drove up, or maybe it's green. This is my thought, right? Is they want to take down the Confederate flags and the statues as well, the statues. And my thought is if you're going to remove a historic statue about a certain area in the South, you should replace it with a bronze statue of Ethan Allen. Remember who whooped your ass. We're going to keep this thing moving right along. I'd like to introduce our next performer. You can follow him on his podcast, F. Foley's Kills. My man, GW Foley.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey.
Week 4, still not wearing pants. Yeah. And I'm going to drink to that one. Me and my semi-invisible cans. As you can tell, I went through with my threats last week and I got myself a haircut. Now I just need a real job. I've noticed that when I was getting it cut, partially the reason why I wear hats is because I have a balding spot right here. And I don't like it because, well, A, it's balding, and B, I look like everyone's like Guido grandfather, like that's just holding on to like the threads of hair that he has with like every single last drop of self-respect. It was hard when my stylist was cutting my hair. She's like, how do you want to style it? I'm like, I don't know, something that hides this, maybe a comb over. like if we just do like the something like this, maybe. I could do like the Misfits point. I think that'd be good. Bring that back. I'm a vain person. I care about how I look, even though you wouldn't be able to tell if you saw the size of my gut, which I also noticed last week because my lovely wiener dog Oscar wanted to sit next to me during the show, and somebody took a picture of it. I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then I look at my gut, and it's just like this rotund ball just sitting in between my legs like I'm 9.5 months pregnant. Like I am so overdue to give birth that I should be waddling places and having spicy food. But surprisingly, I have lost weight in the quarantine, which is impressive. Everyone else is talking about the quarantine 15. I have dropped 25 pounds in quarantine.
Woo!
And most of that was hair. Not gonna lie. That was bushy stuff. Definitely bushy stuff. I realized that I like drinking a lot now because before when I would go to comedy shows, I wouldn't drink, and nothing against drinking. Like it's grade A American fun. Like everyone should do it, even if you have problems. But I didn't just because I would drive an hour and a half to get someplace and then have to drive an hour and a half home. It's kind of hard to do that after 4 or 5 beers. But now with all these quarantine shows and just being Zoom, I can fucking drink all I want. I just have to crawl like 20 feet to my bedroom after this. My life is perfect. Yeah, sure, I get hangovers again, which, by the way, when you turn 40, no one tells you how much a hangover sucks after 2 beers. Like the 20-year-old me is inside laughing, going, "Ha! I could drink an 18 rack and not even have a hangover." I can't do that anymore. But I've also realized that compared to the 20-year-old drunk me, I drink better beer. So fuck that guy. All right. Let's move this on to our next performer. He's the host of the show, and he's a really great friend of mine. Let's give it up for Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming.
Woo!
Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. Tonight I'm here to perform a minor feat of magic for all of you. We're going to start with a card trick. And this is a trick that I'm missing very much. Pet mouse for the distract the tiger in case she comes back over during today's performance. It gets bad sometimes. She looks at me like I am Mr. Baskins himself. But anyways, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you three fine gentlemen pick a card, and I'm just gonna riffle down and see. I told you. Big thanks to the beautiful assistant for handling. I'm trying to handle cards.
Looks like it disappeared.
But we will start by, I'm going to riffle through, and I'd like you to say stop whenever you're feeling good about it, sir.
Stop.
Okay. You guys can see that?
Yes.
That's G-Dub's card. Oh, I was supposed to take the Joker off. Hold on. That makes sense now. Okay, let's try this again. G-Dubs, go again.
Stop.
Okay, right there.
All right.
You can still see that card on the table?
No. Yes.
Okay. Now, if Colin, you wouldn't mind just calling stop whenever you'd like.
Sure. Stop.
Oh, I heard a noise. I thought that was a stop. Let's try that again. You ready? Go.
Stop.
Okay. It's going to be Colin's card.
I love your use of animals. This is beautiful.
Believe me, wait till I get her in the hat. I don't know how she's going to fit, but and you Pierre, whenever you feel like it, just stop.
Stop, Siegfried.
Pierre's card. Well, so what I am going to do. But I'm going to show you all fairly. Those cards are evenly spread in throughout the deck there. I'm just going to push it in, start to give a little shuffle. Oh yeah, she's still hanging out. The tiger is distracting the beautiful assistant yet again. What you do is I'm going to reach into my pocket and GW pull your card out.
No.
No?
No.
Shit. Colin, was that your card?
It looks like it.
Ah. I knew I should have gone with something different. Here, let's try this one more time.
I am underwhelmed.
GW, is that your card?
No, that's not.
Is that Pierre's?
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, you know what? We're just going to go on to something else. Try something different here.
Change it up a little bit. Yeah.
Well, what I'm pretty sure happened is I'm pretty sure that that first card has escaped the deck. There real quick and see if you guys. But I am 99% sure that I'm not going to be able to find it.
I did not see it.
No.
So I'll show you. I have a theory about how this happened. And to make it a little more simple for those at home, I'm going to show you guys with coins instead of cards. But that's a basic escape principle that I've learned about. And I'm going to take 4 coins in a card box. All right, we're going to put 4 coins in the card box. What most people don't know about these card boxes is that they have, open that up. We got a little button there. All right, and what that button does, if you press it, it'll throw a coin right through the box. So I'm gonna put that one down. We'll try it again. A little. 2 points. So last one, we'll go a little 3rd coin right through the box. So if we were to take those 2, and that one, oh, where's she going? We're to press the button. We find that there's now 0 coins in the box. There's 4 in the hand.
Nice.
You know, it's nice to finish up some failure with a success and some beer. But I think I see a thing in there. Maybe not. Hold on, I may have grabbed the wrong beverage. Yeah, there was too many beers to my side. Let's try another one here. Oh, there we go. I knew I'd find something. The scissors do not make the best songs. Beers. There's something within that beer.
Holy shit.
Ha!
Sir, was that your card?
Yes, it is.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming. This is my beautiful tiger. Big hands up to my beautiful assistant for helping out. See you guys next week.
What'd you think about that, GW?
I thought that was fantastic, and anyone who can double crack 2 beers and find a card.
You know, that's sometimes the key to it. Is you can't stop at the first. You just got to keep going, and eventually you're gonna find that card that somehow mysteriously disappeared. And to be frank, I don't know how the hell that happened.
I'm waiting for the time that when he has to kill an entire 12-pack in order to find the card.
Yeah, next time we gotta bury that card a little deeper.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me. That was a great little performance. And G-Dubs, if you wouldn't mind introducing our special guest of the week.
Absolutely. It'd be my honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this man coming up. He is the founder of Vermont Comedy Outlaws. I have seen this man in a diaper. I've seen this man in leather. And I have seen this man in the most fabulous suits Steve Harvey could buy. Please give it up for my friend and dear brother, Pierre Vachon.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, G-Dub. Yes, it makes it sound really weird when you say you've seen me in leather with no context. That's kind of amazing. But yes, he has. And he has seen me in a diaper. True story. And actually, part of my bit tonight, now that you've mentioned that, let's riff on that. So one night, one horrible comedy concept of mine was that I wanted to come out as Baby New Year from 2019 and talk about how shitty 2019 was on New Year's. We had a show right around New Year's Eve, if I remember what it was. And I thought it was going to be a brilliant idea to come out dressed up as Baby New Year in the diaper and in the sash, but it was covered in shit. And, you know, I had a beer and I had whiskey in a baby bottle and a cigar. And I really had no concept other than that. I did not build any comedy really around it. I just thought it'd be funny to see me in that outfit. But there was a moment when G.W. Foley had to walk upstairs, and I texted him before the show. Show had started. We had a couple of comics on. There were about 40 people dressed as chairs, and there was one actual person there. So it was pretty much empty. But I text GW, and I say, I need you to come upstairs. I need help with my diaper, which is something I never thought I would say to G.W. Foley in my life. Or I pictured it like us, like grumpy old men 30 years, 40 years from now, like in an old folks home together and cracking shit on each other and like having to like change each other's depends. But he literally walks up and I'm standing there and the diaper was made out of a t-shirt. And I've got the t-shirt under my crotch, around my butt, wrapped around me. And GW walks up and I'm like, you need to duct tape this diaper to me. I have no shirt on. I'm pantsless, just this diaper. And if you guys could have seen the look on GW's face, words can't describe the mix of horror, confusion, laughter, and I don't know if there was a little bit of a turn on there. Like if I hit a fetish for him or something. Like that was the night he discovered he liked men in diapers, but it was all of it all combined in one horrific whirlwind of fear, like on his face. And then I'm holding a roll of duct tape like we're in a Saw movie. And I'm like, wrap this around me. And he's like duct taping this diaper to my midsection. And I put on the sash. And all I remember is I went out and we tried to do some bit with the screen. And, you know, like we had a bit on where we were showing historical moments from 2019 and drunk Baby New Year was shitting on them or making comments. And the only thing I remember was GW was like one of the hosts interviewing Baby New Year. And he looks at me and he goes, "What's on your sash?" And I just said, "Shit." And without this, GW just looking and just laughed and walked away. Like there was nothing else you could say at that moment. There was nothing else that would cover it. The three people that were there, that worked there, enjoyed the show. So we had a moment there. But, one thing about all of this going on is I've been thinking, Colin mentioned earlier about traveling. I thought about traveling, and Vegas is like my second home. I love Vegas. And I cannot believe where we are at in Vegas right now, how cheap it is to get there and how cheap it is to be there. Literally, they're at points where I'm getting emails where the stratosphere in Vegas is like, we'll pay you. Just show up. Like, roll the dice with us on dying. Just come on out. Maybe you get COVID, maybe you don't, but we'll pay you. I literally found rooms for $12 a night. I can't buy dive bar. I used to wrestle and travel the country, and if I found a $12 room, the body was still warm that was dead in there with it. Like, and that was it was like, listen, you can sleep here until they bring the body bag in, but then you got to go. Otherwise, they're going to think you're an accessory. That was the $12 room. The fact that in Vegas right now, I can probably get a $12 room, a hooker and a flight, and all be under the cost of a Happy Meal tells me Vegas is desperate. Like, it's completely desperate. Like, they're literally, their new motto should be Vegas. Screw it. You're going to die anyway. Just come on out. We'll put you up for free. Like, they don't have anything right now. It was amazing. I was on Hotwire, and I decided to look up Vegas, and I swear to God, Hotwire laughed at me. It was just like, oh, boy, do I have something for you, you daredevil, you. You don't care about shootings? Well, how about pandemics? Don't care about that? Oh, you're a real daredevil, I see. How about this? I'll give you $50, and we have a girl there with no teeth who will take care of you if you will just show up and stay in our hotel for a week. That's where we're at. That's where Vegas is at right now. Before I quit all this, I do have an announcement. I have a new roommate in my house. And anyone who knows, I live in a really small house. So it's really one bedroom type of thing. I have a new roommate. He lives in the ceiling. I have a raccoon that has moved into my ceiling that's found a way in through a hole outside. And there's a grate or like these old vents that don't work anymore in my ceiling. And he has begun to reach down while I'm watching TV in the living room naked. And his claw comes through the grate and I can see it. And he's like reaching, like trying to grab at something he dropped because he keeps dropping shit in it. So the other night, I've been dealing with it for a week now, and I put a light up there and he just looked at me like, yeah, I'm here. What's your point? Like, F you. So I decided, well, what else am I going to do? If you can't beat him, join him. I can't get him out right now. So he reached down and I handed him a peanut and with the shell, and it got pulled back up into the grate. And 4 minutes later, the peanut shell fell back down in the grate. I was like, he's the worst effing roommate I've ever had in my life. Literally handed him food. He's like, bleh, just threw it down. So I have decided that next week when he reaches down, I'm going to hand him a bill. That's it. I'm like, pay the rent. There. I'm going to tell the landlord, look, he moved in. I didn't bring him in. You handle him, and he'll pay you the money. I hope he finds it because I've been broke since quarantine. So feeding a raccoon peanuts was actually a hit for me. So there it is. There it is. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for being here, good sir. It's great to have you.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, what a week we have had. It is it's gone downhill quickly.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
I agree completely.
I remember a time about 3 months ago where we were all sitting there and there was no toilet paper to be found. And everyone was like, oh, it can't get worse.
Right. Right.
And then,
Boy, were those the days.
Yeah.
And then every
the days
bar
when a gorilla in a zoo got shot and that was the only thing we were concerned about, like that we got mad about. Now we
Harambe.
Harambe, that was it. Like that was
toilet paper.
Yeah, now you can't. Well, I believe it's a scam. I believe the toilet paper because now when I go to the grocery store, there's pallets full of hand sanitizer, and you can find it in every grocery store. And now every weird bodega and gas station in the world is overpricing hand sanitizer. You can get it for a gallon for $65 at the local supermarket or the gas station. Like what? When did that happen? Like we went from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome to now there's so much of it that they can overcharge and people are still buying it. Like I don't get it. What happened?
My favorite is the distilleries that have started producing their own, and now we just have we've got hand sanitizer that smells like vodka.
Well, true story there. I've been making hand sanitizer on my own because I have a still. And so I stopped making regular vodka and I just started making the booze into hand sanitizer, putting a little bit of aloe vera gel in it and whatever. And I've been giving it to the PD and like all these different, like first responders. And I told a few of them, I was like, guys, you realize this is just 150 proof booze, right? Like y'all could drink on the job, like literally just spray hand sanitizer in your mouth right now. That's all it is. It's just super high grade, high end vodka. That's all I'm giving you. And they're like, oh, whatever. I was like, yeah. I just picture all the first responders just spray. I'm sanitizing my throat. And then just completely drunk.
The aloe vera makes it smooth.
Yeah. It takes the sting out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my friend got a gallon of it at work from Silo Distillery. And it's literally just a gallon of 150 proof liquor.
Yeah.
With a splash of glycerin in it.
That's what I did. I literally just put a little bit of glycerin and a shot of aloe vera, and it's 150 proof, stuff from my still vodka.
Little shot of glycerin, little shot of aloe vera. Let's see if this don't kill the corona, all right?
Exactly. We're at that point now with all of it anyway.
If
We're
this
just
little
gambling.
cocktail don't do the job over here.
Let me tell you, I have drinking thicker drinks than that. So
Yeah.
Jello shots be damned.
Yeah, some doctors going, GW, you had coronavirus 6 years ago. At the same time you had chlamydia.
You had all the hepatitis.
You had all of them plus SARS, and we gave you a super pack, and you seem to be doing all right today. Yeah?
Oh, you're moving around. Good for you.
Z-Packs are wonderful.
So a little behind the scenes for everyone watching and for you guys, because you didn't know. But during Pierre's set there, for some reason, UMG tried to copyright strike our show. And it came up with a thing on my screen that said the show wasn't available for search anymore. And it asked me if I owned the rights to the music during the show. And all I could think was like, well, I don't own the rights to Pierre's comedy, but he does, and I'm going to speak on his behalf.
Yeah, damn it. Wait, I wasn't even singing.
No, it was the rough part was like...
Well, listen, I'm going to pull an Amy Schumer and say that I actually came up with the material that Pierre came up with tonight. And,
right, yeah.
And I performed it impeccably well. I have to be honest.
Yeah. We're all just doing Carlos Mencia bits right now, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which one of you is going to be Joe Rogan and yell at us all for stealing? That's what I want to know.
Apparently, UMG owns when a drunk magician can't figure out which bottle he's opening. Opens a second bottle to unveil a fucking playing card. Okay, UMG, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Ain't that something?
Universal
with all the shows I've been doing,
is coming after me.
With all the shows I've been doing, Warner Entertainment has like tried to shut every show down I do every 20 minutes. Like even if I bought royalty-free backing track music, and Vinny, who does the show Big Guys Banner with me from our company, Big Guys Entertainment, he bought backing track music, and whenever we use it, they're like, Warner Brothers says they own the rights. I'm like, no, they don't. We paid for it. Like, what are you? And we have to argue every time. Like, it's insane.
I think that's because all
Warner Brothers is. Yeah, Warner Brothers seems to me just be making like these dramatic claims of being like, listen, we own the extended E-note.
Yes, exactly.
You sustain an E-note past 6.5 seconds.
Yeah,
we own that shit.
we own voices. That's all they should just yell that. We own voices. If you speak, we own it.
You make
Somebody's got it, right?
You make a gurgle. We own it.
Yeah. That was it. That was in one of our old songs that we own. That was a gurgle. We're all gonna be just using the freaking Wilhelm scream soon. That's all we're gonna be allowed to use.
And then they'll come for that.
Yeah, that's crazy. You got, I didn't know that your magic and my comedy were owned by another company. Where's my
Apparently.
royalties then?
Apparently, we deserve a check, Pierre, that I am unaware of.
Yeah, guys, we need to work on this. If we're getting this banned this quick or getting kicked off for royalty infringement, damn it.
Within
Oh, you didn't realize that I owned your bad jokes, Collen?
I feel like there is like an old dude, like the old stereotypical dude with the big handlebar mustache going, so you think you're funny, huh?
Somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah.
See, those jokes you thought of this afternoon. Yeah, those are mine.
I've been doing those from 1932, sir.
really gonna show these three comedians and that drunk magician one time.
So I just got word that we're actually not even being seen by Facebook right now.
Huh. Are you still watching? I say it's still up on my phone, but there's only one viewer, which is probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome now. That's what's
good
happening.
Lord.
Everyone's getting pulled apart.
The only person who's viewing right now is Zuckerberg. Well.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Well, the birds have come to the nest. All right.
I'm gonna start.
See how you do the algorithm when I am the only one watching. Yeah. Well.
How much do you want to watch a couple of comedians and a drunk magician?
Yes. What are you not hot demanding now?
Watch them say something about my hot Asian wife.
How much?
Okay, sorry.
Wait, we're all joking around while he's battling the corporate minions right now. He's like,
I'm on the phone with them. I'm sorry, Pierre. I'm just gonna have to take this. What's this? You guys are having a hard time connecting in the South Pacific. What? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to send it back. What is going on over there? I'm back to you.
Hold on, guys. I just got a call. Hold on. Let me take this. Yes, sir. Yes. Drunk magicians are owned by Warner Brothers. I understand. We will do our best. Yeah, I know. It was. We weren't. I know we made a Siegfried joke. The tiger wasn't going to kill him. It's okay. Oh, you own that too? Oh.
Really?
Right. Well, I guess the show's over, guys. Screw it. We're done.
It's good to know that no bad magician ever had a tiger strangle him to death. Died in vain.
Yeah, exactly. At least
I
they learned.
I use the word strangle, not bitten, because in his defense, he said that he suffered a stroke of the brain on stage, and that white tiger did him a favor by dragging him across the stage using his neck.
Is that how that works? So, guys, if I have a stroke, I want one of you to grab me by the neck and just drag me through the streets. Apparently,
by my teeth, I will do it, Pierre.
Yeah, I want. That's where our money is you dragging me by the teeth through the streets.
I'm there, buddy.
All right,
I'm not gonna let you down.
Yeah. See, that's a brotherhood right there.
That's a brotherhood. It's like the old joke where two guys are out in the woods and the venomous snake bites the guy in the dick, and is how good of a friend. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna bite you in the neck, and I will drag you across the road to safety
and leave me.
And then I will leave you there, and then hopefully Hickory swoops in at the last minute and performs a magic trick, and then we all know it was worth it. The whole journey.
Right.
Cut to cinematic music.
Yeah. And then right at that point is when Warner Brothers walks in and goes, "Excuse me, we own the rights to this scenario."
Whoa. You guys are not going to just pull the old, you bite him in the neck and drag him across the road. to his death while the cinematic music plays while Hickory does magic. We own that shit.
Yeah,
We can't
we've been doing that for years. Didn't
Been
you
doing
see
that one
Titanic?
forever.
Yeah.
Think it's the first time you tried to do that one?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's
had
been so
Madonna
many of our
under
movies in the
contract.
uncut versions.
This is like all of our movies, basically, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a weird turn of events. We're still trying to figure out if we are actually live still. But
All right, hold on. I'm going back. I'm hearing this now. Hold on.
it looks live
Are
on
we
my
live?
phone, but and Vinny said he's watching still.
No, he said that was
Well, I see. I'm going right here, and I'm gonna power up. We're on what we call the Redneck Riviera here. And I got my
Still
computer
going.
sitting next to me. So we're going to keep streaming here. I'm going to bring it up. And we're going to be live back to you, GW, in just a few moments. But
Excellent.
in the meantime, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to power up my computer. And I'm going to see what we got baking on the oven
Yeah, it
here.
appears that we are still live. However, we've experienced some technical difficulties this evening.
Look what happened. You bring me on the show and corporate comes running in. Like,
Big Guys Entertainment.
Yeah,
they
Somehow
were-
hacks our algorithm. They start
Yeah.
dismantling
Blame Vinny.
the
Vinny's
show
out there
from the
watching
team.
because we're about to do our show in 20 minutes.
I was
He's
gonna say,
got this. This is
somebody
a big
got
elaborate
pissed off.
setup.
No, UMG blocked.
Which, by the way, guys, if you guys, after this show is done, if you want to check out Big Guys Banter on BigGuysEntertainment.com, we're going live with that. Maybe we'll get shut down by Warner too. We can all have a conversation.
Did you guys ever see the James Bond where James Bond takes on the media conglomerate guy who's kind of like Steve Jobsy esque?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes,
Yes.
You know what Bond I'm talking about?
roughly.
Roughly. I think that might have been one of them. The world is something or the other. We got to blow up because we're
It was,
espionage James Bond.
It was a Pierce
But
Brosnan one.
It was a Pierce Brosnan one. Pierre looks like the Bond villain who pops up with the world domination in the background. And it's just like, by the way, I want you to know we're holding you for ransom.
Oh, no, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
Now you just need to stroke your raccoon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to bring him out.
Yeah, it's my pretty. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, just jumping on me.
Telling you that right there, that's the movie.
We're creating a movie live right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you work it out. This is brainstorming.
Now we're gonna be sued by whoever owns the rights to James Bond.
Does your
Yeah.
video
As we said the word.
video owned by UMG?
According to this, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, sorry for the confusion, gentlemen. I apologize.
And I have a timeline right here of
Fine. I'm just going to put that up.
42 minutes.
Oh, so Vinny says because he's been watching, it's not blocking him, but he can't access the stream as a new viewer. And my wife just tried to, beautiful assistant just tried to pull it up and found a thing that says UMG has blocked our feed.
They own
Let's see, it says, in progress. All of the material in this video is your original content. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, reason for dispute. All the material in the video is original content. Submitted June 15th. Explanation, this is all original content we own. The dispute claim is that, says your video matches 2 minutes of video owned by UMG.
How?
So somewhere, somehow, UMG has free comics and a drunk magician.
Right. Yeah.
On
Let
film
me tell you, UMG.
and just the
You
right
know what?
layout.
You are very confused because can we cut over to my friend Pierre right now? Can we cut
You
to
don't
Pierre?
own this. Let me
Okay,
tell you
yeah.
right now, there is no way that you own this.
You don't own this,
Yeah.
my friend.
UMG, you can come try to take this away from me, but you're not going to get it. I don't even. I
We
don't
found
even
out what
know.
happened to all your material from your calendar post.
It's all those UPS files.
I'm really trying to figure out what we could have been doing that a UMG or anyone would have said.
I'm blown, sir. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, it's easy, Pierre. It's easy, Pierre. Just do the research. Let's backtrack. Look at where we started the show.
Oh, I can't wait for this conspiracy theory.
Ooh.
We started the show with Kyle introducing me, perhaps. And I proceeded to kill unlike anyone's ever known before. Then I introduced GW. GW swept in. He had a hat on. He had a brick wall behind him. He started doing comedy. And guess what? That killed as well. So then we move on to this, the introduction of you. We got some type of weird thing behind you with your dick out and it's shoved in a paper towel roll. No one's looking into it too much because we're trying to get to the heart of this thing right now. And which is, why did we get kicked off of a W something or the other trade named bullshit thing? The answer is simple. Because we don't know.
You just sounded like every YouTube conspiracy video I've ever watched with no actual answer, but 4 minutes of diatribe. That was brilliant. That was exactly what they all are.
It was like listening to Kevin Costner and JFK
Yeah.
trying to describe the magic bullet.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, everyone, but it is now 6:46, which means Pierre has to get on. He has a exciting performance to display later. I'm
Well, isn't that
sorry to
convenient?
everyone who is watching and then not watching and then rewatching. I think maybe we'll take like 5 minutes after this and then go live again for 10 minutes just to explain to everyone what the fuck happened to the show. And I disputed it, so maybe it'll go back up. But I don't think anybody can access this like other than Vinny, who had continued watching.
Vinny,
Well,
I'll be ready in a few minutes for our show.
So yeah, I'm still not sure what happened with that. But I do appreciate
from
you,
my
Jeff, for
end,
being
I'm seeing us broadcasting. I'm just going to send Pierre off with this little message. Why don't you take your toilet paper and get the hell out to your next show, my man?
Lord, I thought it was going to be way more vulgar than that.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting to get hit with something.
I'm holding back here. I'm trying to.
Well, Warner Brothers will take it if you say anything wrong.
I'm trying to hear to these Warner Brothers. They're tough shit, my friend. All right.
They don't take shit. They own us.
I was going to sing happy trails to you, but I'm afraid now.
Oh no, they'll come to your door, dude. Like, don't. Like, there'll be a little midget dude with a box and a warrant. You don't do it. It's not worth it.
Screaming the plane.
Let's see what happens when I go do my show on BigGuysEntertainment.com in a few minutes. Let's see
Well,
what
we
happens.
wish you the best of luck, my friend.
Yeah, who knows? I might be calling you back going, hey guys, we got kicked off by some other 3-letter company too. Don't worry. Someone might have owned the rights somewhere in Uganda that I didn't know about. So
You do now.
If all else fails, just blame the RNC. Those
Yes.
are the only 3 letters we need to blame. You're
Yeah.
just going with that.
I want to thank you guys for having me on the ghost show that didn't happen.
Yes, thank you for being a part of the first
Conspiracy theory show.
the magically disappearing show.
Yeah.
It was all the work by Hickory the whole time.
Yeah. You actually haven't been streaming for the last month at all. Like, this is
It's possible.
it's all a big hoax.
I happened to notice it this time. That was. But okay, I will talk to you fine gentlemen here in a few minutes, and I hope you have a wonderful show, Pierre.
Thank you guys. Hopefully I see you over at BigGuysEntertainment.com. Check out my Facebook, and my COVID-19 calendar comes out very soon. Although it's really me just telling you 3 and Vinny, and Vinny knows. So,
Love you.
Anyways, for all
All
of
right.
you who've been out there,
love you
enjoying,
guys.
please remember, stay drunk, stay underwhelming, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.
No one's watching.